So the first product I'll go over that you guys are carrying is this. Anybody know what this is?
Hammer drill.
Hammer drill. Nice. So this actually comes in a combo kit. It will come with this as well. So this is an impact driver. The model number for this is DCK299P2. And in that combo kit, it will come with both drills, 2 5-amp batteries, and a charger. Generally, it will come with a bag, but I believe the ones you guys have will come with a plastic molded box like that. All right. So real quick, so I'll go over this very high level. I want you guys to remember a few things with this. But if you guys have any questions, feel free to raise your hand and ask. All right. So this is the DCF 887. One of the cool features about this is it has 3 speeds. You won't find a lot of impact drivers with 3 speeds. So the first speed is actually called precision drive. It slows down the RPM, so it prevents the user from actually driving that screw in. And then it goes all the way up to the 3rd speed. It's kind of hard to do with the mic, but you get the point.
They don't split the wood.
Yeah. All right. So another quick thing about these 2 drills as well is these are actually made in the USA with components manufactured in the USA with components from it's like the batteries made in, is it China, right?
Either China or Taiwan.
China or Taiwan, and the chuck is made in Germany. But for the most part, if you have any customers that have questions regarding what products are made in the USA, it will be on our website, and it'll also be on the product itself. It'll say right on top. All right. And then the hammer drill. So this also has 3 speeds. So we added that 2nd speed for versatility. And another cool option for this is it's got a 20-minute flashlight, which is something we incorporated into the drill. Any other questions? Yes, sir.
Are they brushless?
Yes, these have brushless motors. So if you see the letters XR, that means it's a brushless drill, or a brushless tool for that matter, because it's not just on the drills, it's on grinders, it's on recip saws. So if you see that XR for our brand, that means it's a brushless tool. Yeah, good question though. Any other questions? Mark, anything to add? Yeah.
All right, so I'll quickly talk to our FlexVolt system. You guys did bring in one of our FlexVolt products, so raise of hands. Who's heard of DeWALT FlexVolt? Anybody in here? Okay, couple. So the FlexVolt system, it stems from a battery technology. So in the past, we had high power products. We had a 36 volt system, we had an 18 volt system. They ran on different batteries, different chargers. It was really confusing. It was a really limited range of SKUs in 36 volt. It just didn't make a lot of sense for customers. What we have today is we have a multiple voltage battery pack. So this has both a 60 volt mode as well as 20 volt. There's a mechanical lever here on the pack, and depending on what tool you put it on, it'll automatically switch. So if I put this tool into this reciprocating saw, it will perform like a corded 13 amp saw. So it's really a power play. FlexVolt's all about power. 60 volt motor's all about power. I can take this same battery, so either that 6 amp hour, we have a 9 amp hour, we also have 12 amp hours. I can put this into a 20 volt tool. It'll run the tool, and it'll give you just extreme runtime. So the benefit to your customer is they have one charger that runs their entire platform of tools, less confusion. They can run their whole platform off of just the FlexVolt batteries. You can't take the 20 volt and put it on a 60 volt tool for obvious reasons, right? It would burn up the tool and the battery. But these FlexVolts can go across a range of almost 230 tools, I believe, today. So we're going to be over 300 tools in this battery platform here in just the next 7 or 8 months. So you'll see, because of the power capabilities, we've launched a lot of really cool tools, things that the industry had never seen before. Just high power products like your traditional right angle drill. For drilling up to 3, 4, 5 inches, we have cordless tools they're the most powerful cordless tools ever made. We're doing large saws for cutting concrete. We're doing a variety of different things, 6-inch grinders. These are going to be big for your customers because there are certain applications you just need a certain amount of power. But the beauty of the FlexVolt system is it reduces that confusion and complexity for them if they're trying to manage across one platform. So pretty big deal for us, and it's rapidly growing. Just last year, we eclipsed the $400 million mark in sales just in our flexible products. So pretty big growth considering it's only been out for 2 years.
Have you guys had any customers asking for the flexible products? Has been mentioned?
No, some of the 60 volt though.
Well, flexible is a 60 volt. So
Yeah, so the 60 volt is, there's a little confusion around the marketing, but the 60 volt tool will also be considered part of our flex volt platform.
So they don't make a 60 volt non-flex?
Correct.
Okay, all right.
Every 60 volt battery launch will come with the 20 volt conversion. That's a patented technology.
So there's a significant difference in the 60 to the 18 volt, for sure?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Milwaukee's done some unique things with how they pull battery out of power out of their batteries.
Okay.
But if you would put a traditional high power Milwaukee unit versus a DeWALT 60 volt, there's still going to be a significant advantage to the DeWALT 60 volt performance
Okay.
when it comes to raw power.
generally speaking, our flex volt stuff has the same amount of power as our corded products. So it's
That's interesting.
Yeah, so we have cordless 12-inch miter saws, cordless table saws, just
air compressors, cordless air compressors.
yeah.
And you have a 12 hour on the 60 volt too?
So yeah, so
That's probably a pretty big battery then.
so it's the same size as
Yeah,
this.
just like this.
We have a 12 amp hour for those in the back. It's the exact same size as this. They just pack the cells more densely, so it's a little heavier. That is a 12 amp hour when it's being used on a 20 volt. So just to clarify, the amp hours that are published are for the 20 volt mode. It would be a third of the runtime
Divided by 3.
on a 60 volt
That makes
tool.
sense, okay.
But when you look at like removal rate, if you're running a 60 volt grinder, it's taking up so much more metal off with a 6-inch wheel that the runtime's comparable. If you're actually like cutting pieces of angle iron, it's going to be 20 pieces of angle iron versus their 12 amp hour on their 20 volt, maybe 15. So
Okay.
it's a lot higher removal rate because of the power.
You have a question, guys? And just to be clear,
I know Mark kind of touched on the 20 volt not working with the 60 volt. Those 20 volt batteries will not pop into the 60 volt tool. So if there's any worry if you're using a raw battery, it will not work. So Mark's actually going to show you right now. So it's not going to work. So it won't pop in there. So your user's not going to make that mistake of using a raw battery. Okay.
give it back to me.
But the flex volt will fit in the 20 or the 60?
Yes.
Correct. The flex volt is backwards compatible across the board. Our 12 volt system, which we'll probably play with together at some point, the 12 volt will also charge on the same charger, but it won't work on any other tools. Okay. Quickly run you through the grease gun. So obviously you guys do quite well with farm and fleet as well as the mechanic markets. This unit's been out for almost 4 years. It does exceptionally well. A couple kind of key features. It takes your standard lubricants, and then the variable speed trigger is a big deal for a lot of customers. You can actually control the outflow based on how hard you pull the trigger. When you let go, it does immediately back off, so there's not a lot of waste or dripping. But it's been really high performance for us for a long time. You got a light on the front end, which a lot of guys like, depending on if they're having to work in a tight place.
What's the
But
PSI on that?
that is a great question that I don't know off the top of my head.
10,000?
I would assume probably whatever industry standard is.
What's that on the paper, 10,000?
It's
10,000, there you go.
10,000 PSI.
So you guys are already eclipsing me, so good job. But yeah, another made in USA product. So really quite popular, and I think you guys will do really well with it. Talking to the DCG412, we actually advertise this as a cutoff tool. It does have the power to be used as a grinder for a lot of, especially folks doing mechanic type work, farm and fleet. They're cutting something quick. It's not necessarily a production unit for a fab shop, but optimized for cutting. Best when used with a 4 or 5 amp hour battery or a flexible battery. We do make some other higher performance cordless grinders. They come at a lot higher price tag. So depending on your customer's needs. If there is an opportunity, please bring it to the purchasing group and let us know, and we can look at some of the other items. But 4.5 inch wheel, standard 5/8 flange. It comes with the front and back flange as well. Very capable unit. Okay.
So that's the cutoff tool, not the grinder?
It's advertised as a cutoff tool because of the runtime performance that comes with the battery. The battery it comes with. If you use a higher amp hour battery, it works fine as a grinder. It is brushed motor though.
Can you run that with a 7/8 arbor or just a 5/8?
You can run it with either 7/8, yeah. So it comes with the front and back flange for the 7/8 wheels, and then you can obviously spin on a 5/8 11. Yep. And yeah, I didn't even talk about it, but well, I talked high level, right? Performance of this reciprocating saw. This is our highest power cordless unit. It is flex volt, so 60 volt motor. It'll come with a 6 amp hour battery in the kit. It can be run on 9 or 12 amp hours. It is one, you might, if you're familiar with DeWALT recip saws, traditionally our saws have 4-way blade change capabilities. This saw is only up or down. That's just because there's so much power in the front mechanism that it'll cause the shaft of the blade to actually shear off. So that is a little bit unique. We do put side bumpers on the tool, so if the customer's working on a specific kind of work surface, they can lay it down without scuffing up their work surface or whatever they're working on. But again, power of corded, 13 amp power, very, very good performance here.
Alright, so the last thing we have here is the DCS 373. The one you guys have in stock is actually DCS 373 M2. So the M2 at the end just indicates that it comes with 2 4-amp batteries, as you see here. So this is a 5, but it comes with 2 4-amp batteries. So this is the 5.5 metal circ saw. So the blade that comes with this tool is actually a 30 TPI carbide tip blade. It has 3,700 RPM. And obviously you have to kind of probe your customer a little bit, but it's used for various types of metal, so threaded rod, sheets of metal, conduit.
Can you use
So-
it on stainless?
I'm sorry?
Can you use it on stainless steel?
Yes, I mean,
So the 30 tooth is being used for threaded rod and the lighter stuff?
yeah, I mean, the higher the TPI, the
Yeah.
It's a standard ferrous blade. It comes in the box. I know you
Okay.
guys have your own private labels as well. But it can be used for thinner gauge stainless. I've cut it myself, but you don't want to go real thick with this saw. It's really made for thinner gauge application.
Yeah. You say it's a 5.5?
5.5, yes.
Yeah, Milwaukee's is a 5 and
Can you
3.
put a 5 3/8 on it? Can you put a 5 3/8 on it?
Yes, you should be able to go down a size.
Yeah.
So
As long as it fits.
the industry standard is the 5 3/8. This is the 5.5. We do have a new unit coming in the next 18 months that you'll see a major upgrade where we'll launch both sizes. But you can, as long as the arbor fits. This is a 20 millimeter arbor, by the way. I know some of theirs are 5/8 arbors. So as long as the arbor fits, you're fine.
What's the depth of it, like the cutting depth?
I think it's 2 That's with the hard-hitting questions.
Yeah, the hardness of the material honestly is going to determine how thick you want to cut with this saw.
We sell a lot of those.
At 90-degree angle, it's an inch and 11/16.
Do you guys make a 14-inch unit like that?
We do not. This is our only portable. Oh, so we do have a 14-inch slow cutter stationary saw. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I
Sorry.
meant.
Yeah, we don't do any of the 9-inch or
You make a
10-inch
chops
saws.
on metal
Yeah,
cutting?
you guys
Yep.
actually have that, I believe.
We
Where's
do,
that?
we are getting that?
Yeah,
So
you
it's
guys
a
have it, yeah.
it's a DW872. It's a multi-cutter, low RPM saw,
It's back ordered.
and it's back ordered currently, but it is on the way.
What size
arbor is that on the 14-inch?
No.
Is that a 1-inch arbor
Are
on
you
the
talking about the
14-inch?
abrasive saw or the metal cutting saw?
No, this is a carbide tooth blade
No, for
saw
the 14-inch.
for the 14-inch.
Yeah?
Yep.
And you had a quick question?
Yeah, on the arbor on the 14-inch, it's 1-inch arbor, is that what it is?
I believe so. Yeah.
You guys don't have one of the 9-inch like quickie saws for cutting metal?
We do sell one. You haven't brought one in yet, but that is
Battery
something we
operated?
offer. It's a 9-inch battery operated. It's part of our flex volt system, 60 volt motor. We were actually the first to launch that product.
That's for cutting metal too, right?
It's for cut. It comes with an abrasive wheel and it comes with a diamond wheel for concrete.
Ask for it, so we'll bring it.
Can you put like a metal cutting blade on one of those?
Yes, you can use.
Like a carbide
It's
blade?
not going to be your traditional carbide tooth. There it is. It's more of a. There are some manufacturers out there that make them. We don't, but it's more of like a full segment metal cutting blade, whether it's either brazed diamond or they are some carbide options.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe Norton launched one, and I think Husqvarna has one as well. I don't know if you guys what you do with that.
Don't you have a 4.5-inch wood cutting saw now?
We do, yes.
How's that going?
It's going really well.
It is?
The balance of it, it's part of our Atomic series, which is another range of 20 volt. It's a subcompact 20 volt system. It's very low price point. That particular unit, the balance of it makes it really, it's a really unique experience for cutting. it's right at the cusp. Like 2x4s, I'll be honest, I mean, from my experience, it's just right at the cusp of getting a nice clean cut. But for cutting sheets of material, it's really, really optimized.
You guys have a 1-inch impact?
We do not. We go up to 3/4 inch today.
Which you guys are bringing in as well, in a half-inch impact wrench.
How much torque does your half inch have?
So our half inch and our 3/4 are the same torque. It's just a different front end mechanism. They're 1,250 pounds of breakaway torque and 700 application torque.
It's in the packet.
It's your speeds.
Do any of your tools have that wireless connection to your smartphone, you know, like the one key that Milwaukee has?
Yes.
Yep, so our range is more limited than theirs as far as in-tool technology. It's primarily on drills and impacts. We do have also an aftermarket. We have different products, whether we have a product that fits into the shoe of the tool and locks in permanently to become a trackable item. And we have tags that go onto anything you want to track.
And then on that grease gun, is there a lock-off, lock-on trigger?
There is, yep. All of our tools are going to have some kind of lock-off, lock-on mechanism that's primarily required by UL. Any of our saws or grinders are also going to come with 2-stage triggers so that you can't accidentally turn them on.
You guys have that adapter that makes your tools quick release?
For the chuck,
Yes.
not that I'm familiar with.
I don't think so.
We do have some right angle adapters that are quick release.
So real quick for the recip saw, you guys might get asked this. So a little bit of runtime on it. So it'll do 156 cuts on a 2x4, and then 58 cuts on a 4x4 on a 6 amp flex volt battery. So if you guys want to write that down in case you guys get asked.
On a 60 amp?
On a 6 amp flex volt battery, yep. Bigger the battery, obviously, the more cut you're able to do. But that's just on a 6 amp, which is the smallest flex volt battery we have, yeah. All right. Any other questions, guys?
One thing I do want to retract is I wouldn't be concerned with the 1-800 number. If you have questions in regards to pricing, availability, shipping, go to the product, the purchasing team, please. They're going to be your first point of contact, and then they'll work with us in our customer service. Okay?
You guys make the jackets, the heated jackets?
Call him.
We have a licensing partner that makes and sells our heating jackets. It's actually Radiance. So we don't do any real safety materials. We do drop prevention stuff for tool tethering, not in the DeWALT brand. But really, we try to stay focused to our core, which is really the power tools.
We are getting the flex volt then.
Correct. You brought in part of
the
one of the
recip
SKUs
saw
so
for
far.
now. Yeah, just for now. So I'm sure we'll bring in other SKUs as well.
Matt, we can bring in anything,
Oh,
you guys,
these
we can
flexible
bring in
batteries?
anything off their catalog.
Okay.
So, just because we just brought these items in doesn't mean there isn't anything else.
On your work light, cordless work light, how many lumens is it? Did you know?
Which one, the tripod or?
No, I guess,
It's not in our sheet.
what's your brightest light in terms of
flash
what
Probably
work
the,
light?
We have a dome light. That's
We're not getting it though.
Oh, we're not getting
it's
it.
a small.
You get any
Oh.
tool? Oh,
Yep. So it's about. It looks like a little. It's like a mushroom light. It's about this tall by this wide. Okay. That light, I believe, standard out of the box is right at 5,000 lumens. It's part of our Bluetooth Connect system, and you can actually overdrive and go higher for temporary periods of time. The other benefit of that light, while we're on the topic, is you can actually, from your phone app, you can set specific times a day for it to turn on and off automatically. So you can leave it with the battery in. You can actually, it has an all-thread attachment where you can hang it from the ceiling if you're working on a construction job, or it even has just a regular hook that's built into it where you can hang it on anything. And you can leave them set up whatever your work area is, and it automatically turns on and off at that time of the day.
so the biggest light that we have, it'll go up to
Yeah, it's a
7,000
20-volt battery.
7,000 lumens for the biggest area light that we have.
Yep. And it's about this big, about that big.
Like a square box? Or-
It's like kind of a dome on top, and then a square base with different handles. Well, we can send a picture to your purchasing team if you want to take a look at it.
Those tags that you said you could put on your tools, how do you sell those? Do they come in like packs or individually?
Yep, so they come in as small as 10 packs or 25 packs. I think we maybe even have a 100 pack.
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
So as far as the tags go, generally that, you wouldn't really put that on a power tool. If you have a customer that has a 20 volt DeWALT power tool that they want to convert to a Bluetooth capability, want to use their phone for it, the adapter that Mark was talking about earlier is their best option. So, I mean, that's what separates us from other companies. We have that adapter you can stick in any 20 volt tool that doesn't have